Good morning. I'm gonna try doing these on linear instead of wide. So yeah, I was pretty happy this morning. I thought that I had lost my macro lens for my GoPro. It's just this little 15 times little aftermarket one. Yeah, I thought I left it at the hotel in Medford. I was pretty bummed out, but went through all my gear this morning and found it, so I'm pretty happy about that. But I also found a little Montbell tent stake bag with 5 of those little shepherd's hook tent stakes in it, about 2 miles from camp yesterday. And the bag was dry, so I think it's someone that's probably not that far ahead of me. I didn't see any southbounders yesterday, so but yeah, hopefully I can find who it belongs to, because especially with this rain, it's like be nice to actually be able to set up your tent and not get soaked. So hopefully I find who those belong to today. So less than 70 miles from Crater Lake right now, and it's the 4th today, so my package won't be shipped out today. Hopefully it ships out tomorrow, and then I'll be rolling in there the next day. So chances are I'm probably going to be waiting around a little bit tomorrow, so I'll have to adjust my mileage a little bit, because I want to try and get through Oregon in 2 weeks. But yeah, we'll keep the mileage up. I'm thinking like 33 or 34 today, just over to the east side of Mount McLaughlin. I think that's the name of it. Another volcano. And Fish Lake's in like 21 miles, so we'll be passing that today. And yeah, Oregon's been cool. It's kind of, I don't know, there's been a lot of forest, and it's been pretty cloudy and gray and stuff, but I think today's the last day that it's supposed to be, the weather's not supposed to be great. So but also been pretty lucky, because I've only had like, there was like 2 days where it snowed, there was a couple days where it rained, so yeah, it's been really good. Can't complain about the weather at all. And this trail is like, there's still climbing and stuff, but Oregon's definitely been quite a bit flatter already, and the climbs are just not as bad, and the trail itself is like really soft and nice to walk on. Yeah, and I'm trying out these Hoka Challengers as well, and they're just so much more support than the other shoes I was wearing, and I did a half size up from my normal size, so they actually feel really good, but time will tell. But yeah, I'm pretty excited to get to Crater Lake. It's kind of the same situation as when I walked through Tuolumne Meadows there, because I also, on the way back from that trip, kind of on a whim. It was like 2 in the morning. My wife and I stopped at a little town, and on the way home, and she was sleeping, and we kind of talked about it a little bit, and I was like, you know what, I kind of want to go check out Crater Lake, because I don't know the next time we're going to be down there. So it's like 6 or 7 years ago, I think. And so I was like, well, if we drive out there, it was like a 2-hour drive, get there for sunrise, which ended up being just perfect. But on the way, it was either on the way out there or on the way back, I remember driving past the PCT sign, and the PCT wasn't even on my radar at the time. And I just remember thinking how crazy that would be, and how crazy that is that people just like hike through there, because it's pretty, like, I don't know, at the time it seemed like it was like really out there in the wilderness. So but I just remember that feeling of like, man, that's just wild that people just hike through here on the PCT. And I'm going to be there in like a day and a half, so it's pretty cool having those kind of situations, and just like those emotions and feelings and stuff of like where you were at that time. And obviously my mindset's changed quite a bit, but I can still remember exactly how I felt at that time. So it's a pretty cool thing. And also the everything's starting to look a lot more like the terrain and the forest and stuff back home. So that's another thing, is even though I'm barely out of NorCal, it feels like I'm a lot closer to home already. So yeah, I'm excited to see Oregon, but I'm gonna enjoy this day, try and get some decent miles in today. There's a big climb here this morning, a big-ish climb this morning, and the rest of the day looks pretty flat until the climb into camp at the end of the day. So I'm gonna enjoy this, and it's another across like 10 roads yesterday. but yeah, I'll enjoy it, and I'll check in again in the evening. Good evening. I'm just like 0.1 from camp right now. Christie's Spring. So I ended up doing 34.5 miles today, which I feel pretty good about. I didn't really film for the last like 12 miles. It was just pouring rain, so I just tucked all my electronics away so they wouldn't get wet. But yeah, definitely feeling it. I'm gonna set up camp, get something to eat. It's only like 7:32, so even happier about that because I'm gonna get into camp super late, but at least I'll be able to go to bed probably by 9 o'clock for like the first time in a long time. So but yeah, so that puts me I think I'm only about 35 miles out from Crater Lake. So fix this up here. Should see there we go. Yeah, so I'll get close and then probably go in there first thing, charge up all my stuff, maybe edit some videos, and then if I only get like 25 or something, I'm not really that concerned because I can just average it out with the other days. So but that's the plan, and check in again in the morning.